Welcome to Reading Evermore, where I model strategic thinking practices to help readers gain better reading comprehension through read-alouds and lessons. Are you ever in the mood to read about some interesting facts about our world? I know I love to learn more about our world. There's many topics that we can research and learn about, aren't there? Sometimes we're in the mood for a fiction book. That means it's not real. But other times we want some informational text. That's what we're going to be learning about today. So let's get ready and say our I can statement so that we understand exactly what we are learning about today. I can recognize characteristics and structures of informational text. So you get ready for some great information about all those neat text features that our authors include within informational text to help us gain a better understanding of the material. I found this cute article called Surf Pups. My eyes really are drawn to certain characteristics of this text. Look at all the bright colors. They look so nice instead of everything just being on white and black paper, white paper with black ink. Notice the fonts have changed in different areas. Oh, I love how they made the photo so big that it almost fills up the entire paper. Can you find the heading or title of our article? Of course, that was pretty easy. What about the subheading? Do you see a subheading on this article? You guessed it. Now let's find a caption, because captions are very important because they describe a photo or picture, or sometimes a diagram or a chart. We also notice a map on this article, and we can infer that it's going to be probably showing us where these wolves live, since it's about wolves. And the unusual thing is, they live along a coastline. I didn't even know there were wolves that lived along a coastline. And did you notice one of the titles underneath the photograph of the wolf was so cute and very creative of this particular author? Beach hair don't care. I thought that was pretty neat. And those kind of things keep your readers interested, and you want to read material that is really, a little bit more fun. Let's look at this beautiful, colorful table of contents. That's awesome, isn't it? It's just so vibrant that it just makes me want to stay on this page and read more. The author has a purpose for this. They want to captivate the reader, especially when it's children's informational text. Kids, as well as myself, like to see colorful things. Did you notice that it not only gives you the chapter numbers, but you've got your page numbers on there? Table of contents is used so that you can find information quickly. We also get clues of what our central idea just might be about within those pages because of the title that they use for their chapters. Notice on chapter 2, the title there is Life in the Ocean. Well, my goodness, we have oceans that almost cover the entire earth. Well, different bodies of water cover about 3/4 of the earth. That's a lot. So boy, my mind goes all over the place because there's so many things that live and thrive in our oceans around the world. But I like how the author added the question right after that title. They indicate that they're talking about deep water. So it's a little bit clearer to us about what kind of animals and areas of the ocean this author is going to be discussing with us. I immediately thought of the anglerfish, of course, because we see that fish sometimes in different movies. Finding Nemo, I believe. That scary looking one that was a very, very deep part of the ocean. Now look at the sunburst here next to the octopus. It draws my eyes to what the author is writing there. The author wrote the big truth. I'm wondering why those big letters are so big. Sounds like this author is going to tell us something very interesting about the octopus. This particular kind of octopus, that is. Now, let's discuss this particular page in this book that's called Circles in the Sand. Now, if I just look at that title, I could think lots of different things. I make circles in the sand with sticks when we go to the beach, or with shells. Sometimes I make a design with shells and a circle on the sand. I'm really not sure what exactly this author is talking about. But if we read further, or actually we read the caption next to the photo before even reading the text, it tells us what Circles in the Sand is about. And these pufferfish make these amazing designs in the sand, under the water. I never knew. I did not know pufferfish could do that. I've had a pufferfish before. They're so adorable. This colorful page really draws my attention. Look at all these neat colors, and I like how they added the stars and such too. It says true statistics along the side. This reminds me of some of the library books of informational text that Miss Smith had in her library on the counter by the windows, you know. The fun facts page that we would find through some of those. But she just used different words, true statistics. So I'm thinking there's going to be some numbers involved here too, since she used the word statistics. And you can tell, because of how short they are, that they're just going to be little quick facts for us to read. And I like how that's organized too. So the author organized this information in short, quick ways in order for us to gain some knowledge pretty quick about some different things. Did you know that there are 50 million species in the ocean that have not been discovered yet? Now that's the kind of facts I like to find out. That's a really cool fact. I'm glad she gave us that. Now, on to our glossary and index page. These can be really super helpful when a certain someone is a little bit obsessed with the Titanic. You know who you are. Me too. I love information about the Titanic. I don't know why. I just think it's pretty fascinating. I can skim and scan down my index page. Bam! There it is. The Titanic right there. And I can go find out what the author wrote specifically about the Titanic in a matter of a couple of minutes. It saves a lot of time instead of just going from the front of the book to the back or until you find that Titanic article. So indexes come in very, very handy for that. And on the opposite side, they titled it Important Words, but it's also called a glossary. And we all know that that is like a dictionary. So when there is a word highlighted within informational text, or it's in bold print, or it's underlined, chances are it might possibly be in the glossary. Or if you see a word that is really bigger or longer than most of the text within that piece that you're reading, chances are it's going to be in the glossary. So you can find those definitions to help your understanding of the word. Well, that was a lot of valuable information, wasn't it? Can you believe how many text features there are included in informational text? But it really does help us, doesn't it? It helps me to better understand and identify topics and where to find certain information. So these text features are valuable tools for us readers. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And remember, at Reading Evermore, readers always reign